They called it the Wall of Shame, a concrete monster that split families, crushed dreams, and turned a city into a battlefield of ideologies. But why was it built? And what was the real reason behind its fall? For nearly 3 decades, the Berlin Wall stood as the Cold War's most chilling symbol, a brutal divide between East and West. But what most people don't know is that its creation wasn't just about politics, it was about control. After World War II, Berlin was split into 4 occupation zones. The Western Allies, America, Britain, and France, held one side, while the Soviet Union took the other. But there was one big problem. People were fleeing the East in massive numbers. In just a few years, over 3.5 million East Germans escaped to the West, seeking freedom, better jobs, and a life without communist rule. The Soviet-backed East German government had to act fast. Then, on August 13th, 1961, the unthinkable happened. In the dead of night, barbed wire fences appeared across Berlin. Streets were cut in half. Families woke up separated. And as days passed, the wire turned into concrete. A 12-foot-high, 96-mile-long wall guarded by armed soldiers with orders to shoot on sight. People risked everything to escape. Some dug tunnels. Others hid in car trunks. Some even built homemade hot air balloons. But not everyone made it. More than 140 people died trying to cross. One of the most heartbreaking cases? Peter Fechter, an 18-year-old who was shot and left to bleed out in broad daylight, as the world watched in horror. For decades, the wall stood firm, a grim reminder of division. But then, something incredible happened. By 1989, Eastern Europe was changing. Communist regimes were collapsing. Protests erupted in East Berlin, and people demanded freedom. Then, on November 9th, 1989, a confused government official mistakenly announced that border crossings were open. Within hours, thousands of East Berliners stormed the wall. Guards, unsure what to do, let them pass. The wall, the very thing meant to keep people apart, became a symbol of unity. But here's what many don't realize. The Berlin Wall wasn't just a physical barrier. It was a psychological one. It showed the world how fear, propaganda, and control could shape an entire generation. And even though the wall came down, its lessons remain. So what does this mean for us today? History has a habit of repeating itself. Walls may fall, but the battle between freedom and control never truly ends. The question is, will we recognize the signs before it's too late? If you found this story as powerful as we did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more untold history.